All right. Well, hey, it's been quite a while since I've done an update. I do apologize for that. Uh, just getting things ready for winter and getting all the last minute jobs done that I need to get done before it got too cold out. And throwing down 100 feet of snow fence to keep the snow from piling up against the house. So I got most of that stuff done. So now I get back to work on the diorama. And I've been doing a little bit of work on the drive-in theater here. I did post a few small updates on that. This is where we're at so far on that. Just got a couple cars in there, just kind of show what it's you know position the cars so I know where they're going and I can space things out properly. But we got the gravel in. Um, how I do the gravel is I paint a layer of paint down, brown, tan paint, uh, and then sprinkle the gravel on top of it. Let that dry, and then I add a diluted mixture of hobby glue, scenic glue, white glue, and use that diluted mixture to lock it in. And it's done a pretty good job. I mean, there's a little loose stuff on top, but I can live with that because gravel's loose. We ain't got it all the way done yet. We ran out of gravel. In fact, I started over here with coarse gravel, went to medium, and then to fine gravel because that's all I had. I thought maybe I could do it different, get it done. But unfortunately, I just ran out. So there's a little bit of different shades of gravel down, but you know, when you do maintenance on a gravel lot, you only do part of it or whatever, you're going to have some different colors possibly. So I'm not too concerned with that. See, we got the little drive-in speakers there, so we get a little better shot of that. I got those from my buddy Sven. He 3D printed them for me. The most expensive part of this part of the diorama was those little speakers. Seriously considering getting a 3D printer, but I'm hoping that since there's so many guys that got 3D printers out there, the prices of stuff is going to drop down. And I'm already starting to see some softening in the 3D printed figure and detail market because of the competition. So I may just hold off a little bit yet. It's a big investment for me. Of course, then again, I've probably spent more money on 3D printed figures and detail parts than I probably could have bought a 3D printer and did it myself. But anyway, so we're about halfway done with this. I got these nails stuck in here just to keep the holes open, so when I paint, put the paint down and put the gravel down, it doesn't seal up the holes. Oh, there's my buddy Jack up there. The screen is made. We can put a iPad inside of it, so we can have some live, or not live, but we can have movies. Still got to put some grass down around here. I'm going to put a few spotlights to shine up. I got to fix that. Needs a little light on the bottom to shine that up there. Big vacant lot. That's where the junkyard's going to go. Still got to work on that yet. Car wash. I've added a lot of figures to the diorama lately. A lot of American diorama figures from Mijo. There's a little picture of a bunch of us standing around in a circle. I'm the bald guy there in the center. That's my mini-me. And it does actually look a lot like me, minus glasses. Hanging out with Cheech and Chong and a dude, and Scooby and Jay and Silent Bob, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy. I really haven't, done a whole lot. I've just been putting figures up and messing around with the diorama a little bit. Let's do a quick walk through. We added a lot of people down here, out here in the crowd. Sure makes a difference having the different figures in the crowd rather than having just different or the same figures painted differently, as I've done before. One nice thing that's happened with the 3D craze is that there's a lot of figures available now. They are pretty pricey though, they can be, unless you know somebody, which I do. There's the Beatles walking across the road there. Let's see, over here, that's going to be the Acme factory site. We'll be building some factory buildings yet for that. Over where that car show is, that's going to end up being the Coca-Cola bottling plant. And we got, oh crap. Damn it. I just stepped on a figure. Darn it, she lost her arm. I had her hitchhiking up here. Oh no, looks like she got really broke. Damn it. Excuse my cursing, but that was not a cheap figure. That was not cheap at all. I think that figure cost me like $15. And I had her over here, and I use museum wax, sticky wax to hold them down. And sometimes she only had one leg to stand on basically, so the wax only held her so long, and she fell, and I didn't see that she fell, and I ended up stepping on her, which really sucks. Well, I can probably fix most of her. I don't know what happened to her other arm though. What's this here? Nope, that's not it. Okay, well anyways. C'est la vie, right? Well, that was a bummer because that was one of the more expensive ones. Okay, well, moving on. Moving on, as always. This year is the going to be my Mexican restaurant. It's an HO scale Bachman pre-built Mexican restaurant, HO scale. I cut the bottom of it off because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a new base to lift it up to proper height. Calling it the El Culo Lamante, or the Flaming Ass. I got a little donkey up here. I'm going to make him on the top, kick his legs out. I might see if I can put a little LED flame light in his butt. Get that to light up. Fire station's going here. There's a piece of the fire station right there. I was talking about figures before and how expensive they are, and then I went and stepped on a $15 figure. Oh, that hurts. Anyways, so these are a bunch of figures that I bought from a friend of mine, Rolando. He does 3D printing figures. I bought a lot off of him. Bought a bunch of his old stock that he had laying around. He gave me one hell of a deal on it. So this will help me build up my crowds. I got some dogs in there. I got all different kinds of people. I even got the band Kiss in there. Oh, excuse the sniffling. It's allergy season. So that's where we're at with the diorama. But now we got a new project out here I got to work on first. Buddy of mine down in Missouri, his name's Jim. He builds his diorama too, and he ended up with a bunch of kits from Pine Canyon, which one of the few manufacturers of 1/64 scale buildings, kits and that, but they've seemed to have gone out of business. Their website is still up, but it's kind of a zombie because if you write them, they never answer you back. You can't order anything off of there. But my friend Jim managed to get a number of the Pine Canyon kits, and he bought them off of eBay. So I was on kind of, like, hey man, when are you going to put those kits together? See if he'd sell me a few. And it turns out that because of, unfortunately for him, he's got some health issues and can't really build them at this time, with the paint and the glue smell and just get him sicker. So we made a deal, and I'm going to build him 5 kits, get them detailed, and send them back to him. And then he gave me several kits that I wanted, which I'll show you here in a minute. But what we're looking at right now is the kind of layout. There's 2 kits on here. They're both the same kit, basically. It's the gas station. We'll see if we can get a better... That's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. And that's what one looks like right now. There's the one. And there's another one right there. And some of the panels were warped, which does happen with resin kits. It's not a big deal. Like this little guy was warped pretty badly. So you dip them in hot water, soak them in hot water a little bit, let them get soft, and then put them on a piece of glass or something, is flat. I like using glass. I like using glass to build on. This is just a little glass tabletop thing I got at Hobby Lobby on special for like $3 off their clearance or whatever. So I bought a couple of those, and they're great for building on because they have a perfectly flat surface. Sometimes, if you're building on a workbench or something like that, it might have a little warpage to the top or something like, and that can make it a little more difficult. It's always easier to build on a perfectly level surface. That way you can make sure that your building is square and level, and you get a lot better results. I mean, really, why spend the money and do the time of building a kit if you're just going to slap it together and make a glue bomb out of it? It doesn't make sense, especially when these kits, I think, knew they were over $100, and on eBay they easily go up to about $150. This building was $79 originally, but I doubt if you found one on eBay you would ever get it that cheap, unless you got lucky. And if you get lucky, you're going to be beating me because I got it. I got the search saved, and I'm watching. So if any cheap kits come up, I'm going to be snapping them buggers up real quick. But they're pretty, from first glance at the kits, these Pine Canyon kits are pretty decent. They're pretty much cast. A lot of the detail is cast into them. Kind of semi-assembled in a way. Get a lot of little detail pieces. I bought some casting silicone because there's a few pieces in here that I want to copy. Like this guy here, this back of the garage wall. It's got all the tools and belts and hoses and tires and stuff. And so I'm definitely going to cast that up and make some for myself. Same with some of the other detail pieces in there. It's nice to be able to have that technology. Let's move over to this bench here. I'll show you what we're kind of been up to here. I bought some ice machines and some lighted soda machines from Dave at Dave's Decals. I use a lot of Dave's decals. They're good. They're pretty decent. They're not as sharp as micro scale decals or the decals that you get from my friend Rhonda, but they are decent decals. He does a nice job of them, and they're cheap, which you get a sheet for $5 to $10, and you can have a lot of different little decals to play with. So anyway, so I bought he made some 3D printed ice machines, so I bought some of those, and these guys here are lighted machines, and we'll show you on another video when I get to that. But right now, my main project right now, I'm going to kind of leave these guys aside for a little bit and concentrate on getting these kits done for my friend Jim, because he's going through surgery, and he's not going to be able to enjoy the kits, and this kind of gives him something to look forward to while he's recovering. Let's turn the light on here. There's the motel that he sent me. He already started working on it. So I have a bit of work to do on that to correct a few issues. And then over here are the kits that I received from him. I got a really nice fire station. All kinds of detail pieces I can copy, which will be nice. This will save me some money down the road. The toxic terminal, which is a kit I really wanted for a while. Can't find it. This kit here is a plaster kit. They're called Hydrocal. So I've never done a Hydrocal kit before. Got a little repair work to do on it, but I think it'll be fine. So that's what we got going on right now. And we're going to be getting to that. We'll get some more videos coming down the pipeline here, and we'll just get building. So stay tuned and subscribe, like, share it, tell your friends. We always appreciate that. We appreciate especially the likes and the subscribes. Right now we're over 500 subscribers. Always room for plenty more. So we'll be seeing you on the next one.